MC this program for you. I always say when I do these musical things, God didn't give me a voice to sing, but I can run my mouth. And I'm going to try not to be too long, but I just want to know everybody in here who understands that we are the hope and the dreams of the slaves. Raise your hand. We are the hope and the dreams of the slaves. You know, when you start off something like a gospel ensemble, whatever it is, you don't know that you're making history. You don't even understand that you're making history. You just do what you have to do because you have to do it because God wants to do it all the time. And we are some history-making people. We are some people who forget sometimes how beautiful we are. And in 30 years, there must have been somebody who came across this stage that's not with us today. They are not with us today. And we need to just take a moment for all of the singers and all the mamas and the daddies, the ones who got us to Kentucky State and these colleges. Just a moment of silence for all of them. Jesus is the center of my joy. I am living proof straight from the projects of New York City that God sits high and looks low. God can pull us out of the hollers and the projects and the bad neighborhoods and the ghettos. God can lift us up. And this morning I got up and I said in the sunlight, I said, thank you, God. Thank you, God, for delivering me and for giving me something special to do today in honor of this choir and in honor of my Sunday school teacher and my dear friend, Joe Tiggs. Joe Tiggs, you are a mighty man, and you have given me so many opportunities, and I'm just glad to be here today to help to move this program along. So we're going to have the occasion, and we're going to bring out Reverend Kilen Gray, the occasion.
Let's praise the Lord with our hands. It is truly an honor to be back home. And it is a pleasure to be a part of this wonderful history-making event. We celebrate so many different things today. This has been an awesome weekend for those of us who have come through this gift of God called the Gospel Ensemble at Kentucky State University. Celebrating 30 years of God doing what people thought could not be done. We celebrate God moving by divine decree and creating an atmosphere, an incubator for divine destiny. Through this organization, 30 years of students have come through with gifts and talents and have left with more than just that. Many of the members who have come and sang in this choir never participated in their own church choirs. But when they left here, there was a difference in their character. We celebrate God speaking in the mind of a vessel. It's always pays to be ready and willing to be messed up by God. And in the mind of Joe Tiggs, some 30 years ago, the fire was planted and burned in his heart to begin to provide some avenue of religious and spiritual development in the form of singing. And 30 years later, class after class, year after year, God has brought young men and women to come and to be a part of this organization and there is a story behind the music. We have celebrated all weekend life stories, how lives have been made, how ministries have been birthed, how gifts have been honed, and how long-lasting, lifelong friendships have been engendered because of Gospel Ensemble. We also celebrate existence in the presence of difficulty. We celebrate how our earlier classes that went before us had struggled, went through all kinds of difficulties and hardships to keep this organization going, and how each class had just stood on the work and the shoulders of those that have gone before us. We also celebrate God-gifted musicians and directors and soloists that have gone through and gone and left this place to create powerful ministries in their various communities. We thank God for keeping us in Gospel Ensemble. Gospel Ensemble meant so much for us. Many of us, we didn't have any stability. We didn't have anything to hold on to. Many of us had a lot to hold on to, but couldn't wait till Tuesday or Thursday at 4 o'clock when it was time for Gospel Ensemble. And the Lord did some mighty things that we didn't know then, but good God Almighty, we know now. And so today we celebrate Joe Tiggs, all of the original 16 choir members who started 30 years ago, a vision and a dream. And we celebrate the choir of 2000 who continue that tradition of ministry as well as good gospel singing. And we've invited you to join in and enjoy the celebration. May God bless you. May God keep you. Don't just sit and look. But if you participate in what God is doing, God will sure enough mess you up this afternoon. Let us worship the Lord as we celebrate the Kentucky State University 30-year reunion. May God bless you and may God keep you.
And we'll have brief remarks from President Reed. Kentucky State President Reed. He's coming. He has a lovely head.
I just want to welcome you back home and tell you that whenever you get a chance to come back again beyond this weekend, please come. Because what you stand for in your ministry of music is so very important for our university. Because there's so many students who can't play basketball or football or can't do some other things that a gospel choir can do, but together they can sing the gospel. And what a good avenue and opportunity